This is a big moment for Codex, and I'm really excited to show you what's new for developers. Today, more than 6 million of you use Codex every week. Along the way, you've shared feedback, shown us what you're building, and you set an incredibly high bar. You've asked Codex to ship ambitious projects and help you stay organized beyond the code. You've helped shape Codex at every step, so before I show you anything, thank you. Codex and ChatGPT are now coming together into one app. For developers, it's the same Codex you know and love. It now lives right here in ChatGPT with its own dedicated space next to the new work agent. We've been shipping new improvements every week, more than 150 updates over the past 2 months, and we're just getting started. Let me show you a few of my favorites. First, the model. GPT-5.6 Sol is our new frontier model, and it's available to everyone. It can work through hard problems for a very long time. And you can also use the new Ultra mode right here with GPT-5.6. Combined with the Goal command, you can give it the most challenging projects you've been putting off, like this one. With Ultra, Sol gets a much larger reasoning budget, but be careful. Ultra will obviously be using your token limits faster. Now, as you can see here, Codex will automatically split the work across sub-agents without you needing to ask. So I can follow any of them individually, or open this panel and see the whole team working together. One goal and all of this work now moving in parallel. That's really awesome. Sol is also outstanding at computer and browser use. Of everything in this release, this may be the feature I'm the most excited for you to experience. It's so much faster with GPT 5.6. Say I'm working on this iPhone app, for instance. I can simply take an app shot of the simulator by pressing Command on Mac, just like that, and say, navigate through every screen and capture the App Store screenshots in English and French. You can think of an app shot as a smarter screenshot. Codex gets both the screen and the app context. With this, Codex can use the simulator itself. Check this out. This is not my cursor, it's Codex clicking around and doing all of this in the background while I can continue to use my computer. Isn't that amazing? Switching gears, let's take a look at this very simple paper plane game built with GPT 5.6. I can open it directly in the in-app browser, play with it, and see exactly what Codex created. If I want to change something, I can point and click here to annotate the exact part I'm talking about. Codex gets that visual context to make the changes that I request. We added a lot of features to the browser, by the way, so you can now work with applications that require login as well, with support for passkeys. And boom, here is the change. I can also switch into the diff view. I've always been able to inspect the diff here, but now I can go further and make precise edits directly inline. So if I know exactly what I want, I can change the line of code myself, just like that. Or if I know the behavior I want, but I'm not sure what the code change should be, I can ask Codex to work from there. Sometimes I want to work visually, sometimes I want to work directly into the code. And it feels much closer to actually pairing with the model. Once I have something I'm happy with, the next question is, how do I put it on the internet? That's where Sites comes in. Last month, we introduced Sites for Enterprise, so teams could create applications and share them internally. Now, Sites is available to everyone, and it works for any web application that you build with Codex. I can simply say, publish this to Sites. It has hosting, authentication, a persistent database, and even file storage, all built in. So I can go from an idea to a real full-stack application without really thinking about infrastructure or hosting. And there it is now deployed. Zooming out a little bit, as you delegate work to Codex across many projects, we're continuing to make it easier to see everything going on at once. In fact, did you know that Codex can also help you manage its own Codex tasks? This is super useful when I have several independent pieces of work that I want to get organized and moving. Check out this one. Find 5 bugs from linear, create a separate task and isolated work tree for each one, and pin the most critical ones. And boom, from this coordinating thread, I can see now everything being kicked off and moving along. So Codex is not only doing the work, it's helping me keep all of it organized and connected. The cool thing is these tasks can also reference one another. Better yet, the work does not have to start in Codex. If an idea starts in ChatGPT, or if I explore it here with deep research, I can now @mention that conversation and bring all of the context straight into Codex when I'm ready to build. So no more copy-pasting. And I'm not tied to my desk to manage Codex. ChatGPT on mobile just got a big set of upgrades. There are 3 things I want you to try. First, you can create, search, open, manage tasks directly from a conversation on your phone. Second, reviewing changes is also much better. I can filter between staged, unstaged, branch, or compare branches directly on the go. And third, I can connect directly to an SSH host like a dev box and start new tasks from my phone. There's so much more, but I love that I can start something at my desk, keep it moving from my phone, and jump in whenever Codex needs me. Isn't that great? Back to desktop, we've also made your day-to-day workflow smoother. Codex now makes it easier to work with pull requests without leaving the app. It does this in context. It knows which branch each task is working on. So when that branch has an open PR, the summary pane surfaces it automatically. I can follow everything, address any issues, and merge once everything looks good. If a check fails though, or a command comes in, I can ask Codex to fix it right here with the full context. The new Pull Requests tab lets me explore every code change. I can leave inline comments, complete a full review. I can also mark my own PRs as ready and merge them. All of this within Codex without having to go to github.com so I can stay in the flow. This is only a small part of what we've shipped, but the thing that matters most hasn't changed. We're constantly improving Codex for developers, and we're lucky to build it alongside you. We hope you'll join us for OpenAI Build Week, either online or in person at one of nearly 30 events around the world. Okay, Codex, I'm done with the demo. Can you get developers ready for Build Week and wrap us up? As always, keep giving us your hardest bugs, your boldest ideas, and the work that feels slightly impossible. Thank you.